back. I just thought I'd do a whip and chat, to be honest. I thought it'd be a nice opportunity to now just give you kind of updates to who I am, what I'm doing, and also give us a chance to work through some of my older pictures or things I've started haven't finished that I started before the channel started, and just have a bit of a chance to chat and talk about some of the things I'm doing. Now, these whips may be anything from the last 15 year. Some might be off when I first started colouring in my adult life, which was straight after university. Some might just be things I've started watching colour alongs. But just a little bit more of an easier kind of video for the channel and a chance to do something a little bit more regularly. I'm just going to keep them to kind of 20-30 minutes and try and do them every other week. Channel has been really quiet. Basically, work's been busy. I'll never actually disclose a lot of details about work just due to my job and confidentiality. I do work within financial services, but same with any business, it's been the summer holidays, so it's been crazy busy, and there's been a mixture of, with the school holidays, I've got a 4-year-old, so we've been going through the transition period of him going from nursery to starting school, and it has not been easy. We are going through kind of the autism pathway referrals, and he really struggles with new places and new people. And whilst we've been doing that process, obviously moving into school is a big transition for any child anyway, so it's been really busy, and I've just spent the time over the summer just spending time with them, getting them ready, getting the school uniforms, keeping him busy, doing the things that we're not going to be able to do as often midweek once he has now started school. So between that, kind of the busyness we've had at work with summer holidays for all employees in businesses, we have had some sickness at work, which obviously increases the workload. I thought, you know what it is, my mental wellness is top priority, and one of the main reasons I am crafty, and for that my YouTube channel just went to the wayside, and that should be the case for anyone. If you've got a lot going on, those things which are not life or death, they're not paying your bills, need to fall to the wayside, and I don't think there should be any guilt with that. I have just finished recording a new colour along a few days ago, but I haven't started editing because I have been busy. My little one literally started school last Tuesday, so it is the first week. I'm finding a new routine. I've changed my work hours, so it's all very busy. I need to learn to multitask as well. I can't talk and choose colours. I do think I've struggled a lot with trying to get my little one ready for school. I've struggled with the enormity of it, worrying about how he's going to cope, worrying about whether he's going to settle in. When he has started school, he has started without any of his friends from nursery, and with him potentially being autistic, that's obviously a really big struggle. So that has led to sleepless nights for me and worrying if he's going to be okay. His first day of school was horrendous. He clung to us. He was screaming, "No, mommy, no, daddy, mommy," and didn't want to let go. And it's so hard when they're in that phase, but we were brave enough to walk away. Luckily, my husband was off with us. But a week later, he just seemed to be settling a bit. He started going into school much easier by the end of the week. And then I did go back to work this week and put him into breakfast club. Yes, it was his first day of breakfast club and he was a little bit hesitant, but he went in much easier than I was expecting. Today, not the case. He was quite upset when we got to the doors. Just got TV, had that silent tear going down his cheek, and I felt like the worst mother ever. But yeah, we're gonna hope he settles. And I think by October half term, he is gonna be absolutely happy as Larry. So just this picture, it was the snow globes, which are in Joanna Basford's 30 Day of Creativity. As you can see, I'd done 2 of them previously, just continuing working on one, slowly building up the layers in the background. I am using the Arteza pencils as a pack of 48. I probably won't use these often on the channel because it's not a massive colour range, but the other 2 snow globes were already done in these, so I just want to continue using the same medium. And I'm not gonna lie, these WIPs may not be the neatest. When I'm working on the WIPs for the chat videos like this is just about me enjoying the colouring process. It's not going to be to get the best result. It's just playing with the medium. It's seeing what I can create. So I'm just having a little go at like layering and seeing what colours I can get through. But because it is quite limited with these pencils, I don't think I'm going to get a massive change. I'm just going to use the white to try and blend a little bit. One of the things I have been doing, so with everything being so busy over the school holiday period and transitions, colouring did fall to the wayside, especially recording for the channel, because planning out what I'm doing, what I'm recording, and because I am fairly new to video editing, it does take a lot of thought process, a lot of mental energy, and I just wasn't in the right mind space for that. But I have discovered me doing a lot of diamond painting, and I completely blame Karen from my colourful country life for that. I done one cheaper kit from the works in the UK, and basically I was hooked. And now, using Karen's code, I've looked at Diamond Art Club, and frankly, I am now spending, well, I've spent a fortune in getting some really lovely kits, and I'm doing Drills and Chills, which is hosted by a couple of YouTube channels, Emeralds and Fairy Lights and Diamonds and Washi. Because it's such a big event, but it's given us a chance to actually work on one of me diamond painting kits, and it's a square canvas. So when I say that, I mean the diamond drills that you put on are square in shape, and I have never ever done that before, clearly, and my god, am I loving it. I'm loving the process of doing diamond painting. It's not taking much mental energy at all because it's already charted out, which is what I loved about cross stitch. Like, you're doing something creative, but it's marked out. You're not having to think about the colour combinations yourself, anything like that. But I find cross stitch takes a lot of time to get a result because it is so faffy. And although I enjoy it, I needed something I could just whip in and out as and when, especially when I've only got maybe half an hour on an evening once the bed's in bed. So diamond painting seems to have filled that little hole where I can do just little bits at a time. I can just even do 20 minutes and it makes a difference. I'm not having to think about colour palettes like I do with colouring. So yeah, it's something I'm really enjoying. And if it is something that you would like to see on the channel, like even if it's just no matter you want to see Kate, so you've got questions, please just let me know. Leave some comments below. And I'll tell you my thoughts and what I've got as a fairly new diamond art person. The picture I'm doing at the moment for diamond art, it's called Books of Magic from Diamond Art Club, and it's just the most beautiful image. I will try and remember at this point to insert a picture here to show you the image of what I'm working on. I'm pretty sure nearly all colourists and all kind of craft and YouTube channels have more than one craft. I've yet to meet anyone who only does one hobby. I think we're just gluttons for punishments and we don't have enough hours in the day to do everything we want, but by God are we going to try. Yeah, I mean, some of the other stresses that have been going on recently is my car was due its MOT, which is always a delight. So the MOT in service was around £300, but then it needed a new battery and 3 new tyres, and the insurance was then due a week later. So I think in the space of 4 weeks, the car has cost nearly £1,000. And none of it has been like unexpected breakdown, anything like that. It's just the general maintenance and things, but we begrudge spending money on the cars, don't we? However, I would also be lost without my car. It's such a godsend with my little boy being so energetic. I need to get out with him. I need to be able to run wild in a field if needs be, take him to the beach to soft play, just keep him active. Otherwise I'm pretty sure he would go insane and I would go insane. Just going to do a very light layer because I don't think I like it just being plain white, but I want a little bit of contrast, so I'm just doing a very, very light layer before I do a white kind of blend in coverage on these light areas. Yeah, so I'm also trying to get the house organised. When we bought our house, it wasn't kind of disrepair project house, but it was definitely a house with age decor, updates to do, very dated. So it was a little bit like a project house, but with childcare fees, we, in all honesty, have not been able to afford to do much the last few years. And we also had the roof leak last year, and basically all emergency savers just went to fix everything. So we're now the little ones start school and those nursery fees are gone. We're really excited to actually start planning out what we're going to do and start doing work. I'm absolutely itching to start peeling wallpaper, but I am having a little bit restraint. Mainly so my husband doesn't murder me. But I'm very much going with kind of wanting dark, cozy vibes at the minute. The main thing is we're absolutely desperate to get the bathroom redone. So, and we know that's probably the main challenge room that needs done. But we know bathrooms are expensive and that is not satisfying my immediate itch to do DIY. So hopefully within the next few WIP and chats, I won't start telling you how I've started pulling the house apart and redecorating areas. Because really we need to save up for that bathroom. So I love this book, 30 Days of Creativity, just to have little snack size things to do and new things to try and play with. So, and like I said, I'm not really putting a huge amount of effort in to concentrate on this. It is just a matter of enjoying the process, playing around with these pencils, and having a look at different colour combinations. It's almost like a test book, this, where I'm just let me hands roam free with very little control from my brain. Well, what little brain cells I've got working at times. I have no idea what colour to do the door and the flag. But yeah, I'd love to hear kind of what you guys are up to, where you're from. If you've got any questions about me, who I am, what I do colouring for, anything like that, just stick them below. I'm going to just at least do this flag and door before I leave this WIP and chat. Like I said, I'm just going to do them in little chunks, give a chance to give some life updates, and invite you to ask any questions you have. But it's been lovely to at least just give an update, get back into filming, and if you are interested in seeing those diamond art or any progress on that, please just leave comments below. I am more than happy to share other hobbies that I do. And it's been lovely to see my channel grow a bit, and I do thank you as subscribers for just following along, and I hope I'm able to just add a little bit of sparkle to your day. Thank you ever so much for watching the channel. If you do like the WIP and chats, please let me know and I will continue doing them. If you just want us to shut up, please also advise that, and WIP and chats will not continue. But I'm going to close it there. Thank you ever so much. Bye bye for now.